What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Unfortunately, guys, I'm going to continue to say that if I had to talk about idiots or people that I think are dumb in careers, we would have a few options. First options would be professional football players, also linebackers and running backs. Now, running backs and linebackers are by far some of the biggest idiot athletes on planet Earth. I don't know what it is with running backs and those tosses and dives. Maybe, they're dumb. Like, I have friends that are running backs personally, and they have all made, most of them, not all of them, but some of them, some decisions that you want to say, like, what are you talking about? But you don't really want, because they're bigger and stronger than you, so you can't really say anything. But just go look at the things that running backs do. And it doesn't make any damn sense, all right? The second, and I think this is even greater than running backs, are rappers. Rappers by far are the dumbest people that I have ever met. Rappers and those in hip hop. Producers, you even got bloggers who are now dumb. Like, all of these guys are just incredibly stupid. And the things that they do, you just don't understand why they do it. They have all the opportunity. I mean, they have all the connections. They have, the door is wide open for them. Yet their brain size is that of a deformed ant. And nobody is dumber than Tekashi 6ix9ine. Now, as you know,
oh, you a snitch. Yeah, you around here snitching.
Tekashi 6ix9ine was a snitch. He told on all his homies.
Oh, nah, I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing.
He was in the feds. He came back as a snitch out, all right? He had a little few beefs here and there. But hey, he told on himself. He told on everybody else. He just kept telling, and he was actually doing good again, all right? Now, unfortunately, he did get beat up. He went to Dominican Republic when he shouldn't have done that. There were stipulations with his release. I don't know if you call it parole from the feds, but he's now back in prison. He's back in prison at the same federal custody center that Diddy finds himself in. I mean, and it's just incredible. Like, this job that I do every day, guys, before I get into this, these guys allow me the opportunity to make money every day. I don't have to get up and look for anything for the most part, because these guys are so silly. They do stupid stuff every hour, on the hour. Like, you ever sit back and say, like, damn, if I had that opportunity, I wouldn't do things like that. Exactly, right? That's exactly what I'm talking about. That is how dumb these guys are. It's like, you guys have all this money. They have all the opportunity. Some of them build really great businesses, and the things that they do, it's almost inhumane. I want to give some more clarity on why he went back to jail. Shout out to a guy by the name of the Inner City Press. Okay? The Inner City Press, he's going to tell us exactly what happened and why it happened.
Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Tuesday, October 29th, 2024, we just live tweeted the detention hearing of Daniel Hernandez, aka Tekashi 6ix9ine, rapper, cooperator, previously gang member. He's been on supervised release. He's actually been down in Florida, but he, according to the judge and to probation, he's been violating his supervised release. Not only did he go to Las Vegas without permission, where he said, hey, he spoke for himself. He said, hey, I performed before 20,000 people. I texted them before I left. But seemingly dispositively, he was in the Dominican Republic in detention and then freed but not allowed to leave the country for some kind of a violent incident, according to them. He says he was extorted by the judge. That's what his lawyer, Lance Lazaro, said as well. Judge Engelmeyer, after a lengthy proceeding in which Tekashi 6ix9ine spoke for himself and said, yay, bro, I'm doing my best. My life is ruined. I got beat up in the gym as a cooperator. After that, Judge Engelmeyer has ordered him detained. They mentioned the MDC, but they might try to put him in a private prison for cooperators like he was last time, Geo in Queens. And the next hearing is on November 12th, in which he'll either plead guilty to the specifications and be sentenced, and maybe the judge he said he'll take into account all this mitigation and sentencing, or he'll dispute them and there'll be an evidentiary hearing on how he left the Dominican Republic, why he tested positive for meth. He said that's Adderall. There's a lot of things going on. You can find the thread, but for now, Inner City Press. We'll cover that alongside Diddy, Eric Adams, and of course, the election. To be continued, Inner City Press.
Okay, so let us really deal there, guys, if we can. Let's deal there. Let's discuss it there. And the situation is, one of the reasons that Tekashi 6ix9ine is getting arrested, the Las Vegas thing, I don't really know, but it's a test for being on meth. Testing positive for meth. Now, I'm not the smartest guy on planet Earth, okay? I'm just not. I'm not that smart. But I would like to talk about this if I can. You know that you have to drug test because you're out of the feds. I still can't understand somebody using weed. But, I don't know what the federal laws are for that right now in what state. I don't think weed is legal there, okay? But now, in New York. But now, what about methamphetamine? I just want to know, like, what kind of conversation do you need to have to think about meth? Like, what kind of person says, you know what, today, I just feel like I want to get on meth. I just want to, where's the meth at? Like, I want to use this particular thing because, I just feel like this is a great opportunity for me to use this. And this would be so perfect for me to do this. Like, I really want to do this a lot. Yeah, this is what I want. I want this for myself. Like, why can't I do this for myself? This would be very, 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 very good. And if they test me, well, they're not going to find out. They're not going to find out. It's impossible for them to find out. Like, it will never, ever happen. Then you're saying like, oh, I wanted to get out of jail, out of prison, because what I was doing that got me put there in the first place is dumb. And I really want to be out and making money and doing all these things, but I really want to go back. And let me just tell you guys something else. This is why opportunities are so many. In hip hop, you're always going to get them. How do I know you're going to get them? You're always going to get them because you're always going to have idiots like this. For sure. All the time. Listen, man, people are silly as hell. Don't you can look at somebody. I've seen even YouTubers do it. I've seen guys, man, that make 80 grand in a month. 80 grand in a month. Blow the entire 80 grand on nothing in a month. $200,000 in a month. Blow the whole $200,000 on nothing. End up dead broke having nothing. Zero. Super talented and then lose it all. They'll be asking you for money. There was a guy that was asking me, he wasn't making as much as I was, but he was doing good. Editing. And like I said, I let him use my editor. He didn't pay the guy. Left the guy with a $1,000 bill. I had to end up paying it. I mean, like, why would you do that? And I just want guys to understand, like, don't ever give your opportunity away over something dumb. Whatever you do, don't do that. Don't do that, guys. You've worked extremely too hard to go back to jail. Like, why would you do that? Lil Durk, and it's funny, Lil Durk and Tekashi 6ix9ine were enemies. Now look at both of them. I mean, like, guys, you just cannot make this up. This level of stupidity is so interesting to me. How do they do it? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Appreciate you for all you do, Skirt the Bell. We're out.